Hi my angels and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm starting off a brand new series which is called Hack or Hyped, where I'm going to be testing out a whole bunch of different beauty, makeup, skincare, hair hacks. And I wanted to start this series off with a hack that I've seen so often, and I'm kind of really excited to try it because I feel like it's a really good way of getting full glam makeup without having to wear too much product on your skin. So the hack that I'm going to be trying today is doing your contour and highlight underneath your foundation. So if you want to test this hack out with me, then please keep watching. So I've just moisturized my skin and now it's time to go straight into the highlighting and contouring. Now I've seen so many videos of these and I feel like the makeup looks absolutely flawless. And I feel like it's going to be a really nice way to wear less makeup but still get that full coverage look and feel. So I'm going to go in with my contour first, and I'm going to use the Huda Beauty contour in the shade Fair. So I've taken this onto my brush and I'm going to start adding this to the areas that I would generally like to contour. So that is on my hollows of my cheeks. Wow, I don't know if you're supposed to put this much on, but now that I've got this much on, we're just gonna go with it. And then I'm also gonna add it to my forehead and then very slightly on the sides of my nose and around my lips. This is looking a little bit crazy right now. So now I'm going to move on to highlighting and concealing, and I'm going to use my Maybelline Eraser Eye. This is in the shade Neutralizer, which has got a nice brightening yellow effect, and I'm going to add this to all the areas that I want to bring forward. So all of these areas are the things that I want to like sink in and add shadow. And then this, I'm going to add it underneath my eyes, like so, on my forehead, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, underneath my contour, and on my chin. Oh my god, this looks insane. I think to further brighten, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. This is in the shade 322 Ivory, just to give it a bit more of a highlighty, brightening effect. I'm just adding a few bits of product on the outer part of the eye and then a little bit on the inner part. So now that like my contouring and highlighting is all in the places that I want it to be, I'm gonna go and start blending it all out. This brush is the Face Shape brush from Zoeva, and I'm gonna start blending the contour out just so that it's not too harsh. I mean, I totally should have done this one step at a time, but it's okay. I feel like I can make it work. I'm looking very, very bronzed and contoured right now. Making sure that this is blended downwards and upwards so that there's a nice gradient kind of blend. And then with a different brush, I'm going to start blending the edges of the highlight out. I feel like it's looking a little bit better now. At one point I was thinking, oh my god, how am I gonna recover from this? I mean, this is looking a little bit more blended. I don't know how this is going to look like with the foundation on top, but hopefully it will look okay. So I think I'm going to leave it as blended as this, and that's because when I put the foundation on top, I don't want it to cover up all of the work we've got going on here. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and I'm only going to take the tiniest amount because, again, I don't want it to look like I basically should have just done this the other way around. So I've got it on my beauty blender and I'm basically going to just help blend those lines into each other. Okay, this doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. And I definitely feel like there's less base makeup on my face because of this, because I'm not applying loads of foundation on top. So this is the side with everything blended out, and I feel like it looks very, very seamless. I mean, I can't really see the contour situation that much, but I like that it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. I'm actually really quite liking that. And I'm just doing the same exact thing on this side. I'm not applying like a ton of foundation. I'm literally just getting whatever's on my beauty blender just nice and blended into the skin. And it doesn't look like that full on like Instagram, like really heavy contoured face, it actually looks quite natural. But it's still giving me coverage because I have used quite a beautiful coverage foundation, which is this Charlotte Tilbury one. But, And I quite like that I don't have like unnecessary foundation underneath my eyes. It's literally just the concealer. Now, if you were going to colour correct, I feel like definitely do it before the highlighting and the contouring. But I feel like my skin is actually looking pretty damn good. So let me zoom you guys in so you can see exactly what's happening on my skin. So you can tell that I have contoured. It's actually really nice and subtle. I'm gonna do the usual, just setting everything in place, which I feel like is gonna perform as usual because it's not anything different than what I usually do. But I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder. For bronzer, I'm taking my trusty L'Oreal Back to Bronze. Pretty much all the areas that I applied that cream contour. Now you can totally skip this because I feel like you don't need to do this step, but I think it's quite nice to give it like more of a longer lasting look and feel. Getting some blush onto my cheeks. And this is the Rimmel Maxi Blush. And my trusty Champagne Pop on the high points of my cheeks and up to my brow bone. And also down the bridge of my nose. So I've just quickly done my brows and lips off camera. But this is the end of my first episode of Hack or Hyped. I genuinely think this is a really amazing hack. I love the way that my skin is looking. It definitely looks full coverage because of the foundation that I used, but I feel like the more I play around with this technique and do it more often, I feel like I'd be able to get really flawless looking skin. So this particular hack is definitely a really good hack. It is not just hyped. I love it. Please let me know what other hack videos you want me to test out. Leave them in the comments below. All of the products that I've used on my face today will also be linked in the description box. And I'm sending all the love and light from my heart to yours. And I will hopefully see you guys all in my next video. Bye!